Chapter 4, The Royal Treatment. It's late in the afternoon as Tristan pulls the car up to a fancy building in Soho. What is this, a clothing store? Shouldn't we be getting tickets for tonight's diversion ball? It's not a store, it's a fashion house, and it happens to be owned by an influential Dracovian diplomat who gets a ticket to the ball every year. Pull Tristan inside to a busy office bustling with the seamstress designers and models, and the center of it all. Well, look what the Hawks dragged in. You've barely sent a text in 3 weeks. Now you show up at my studio unannounced. Maybe I just missed you, Mags. More like you wanted something. I assume whatever it is involves this new friend you have yet to introduce. She cocks an eyebrow, sizing you up. Too stern to be arm candy, sharply dressed but not ostentatious, and a stun gun at your hip. You're either a bodyguard or some kind of private detective. The latter, actually. I'm Chloe Rose. Tristan hired me to work a case, and judging by your familiarity with Tristan, and the fact that you're someone important in Dracovia, I think you're Tristan's ex. She laughs while Tristan gags. What? I'm his sister, half-sister, technically. Princess Margaret Thorne, Dracovian ambassador in New York. Now that we're all acquainted, we need your ticket to a version Bolden. You have a +1, right? Yes, I'm going to need a better reason to hand it over than you interrupting my day. We're investigating a murder. We believe the killer will be at the ball, and this is our chance to try and identify him discreetly. A murder, Tristan? What in the... It's Sonja, she's dead. Oh, Tristan, I'm so sorry. But do you really think it's smart to get involved in this after what happened back home? I have to do this, Max, for her. Something heavy passes between them, a tender look fraught with history and pain. All right, you can have my ticket, but I'll need you to take care of some diplomatic business for me while you're there. You'll need to collect an SD card from my contact. Before we agree to that, who's your contact? An agent for another one of the royal families. Really, which one? Oh, come on, Tris, you must know I can't tell you that. How will we be able to spot your contact? I'm told she'll be wearing a red flower hairpin. Fine, we'll do it, but don't expect me to make a habit out of this. We'll see about that. In the meantime, on to more important business. What do you plan to wear, Detective? Whatever I have in the closet, I guess. No, that won't do. If you're going as Tristan Stage, you'll reflect on Dracovia. You have to look the part. Brother dearest, can you run to the storehouse on 8th Street and fetch 2 spools of royal red silk? Fine, but only because I can't have you holding this over my head. This makes us even. Tristan hurries out the door as Margaret turns to you with a wry smile. That ought to keep him busy for an hour or two. Follow me, please. You follow Margaret to a nearby office. She gives instructions to a gaggle of employees who hurry off as she begins taking your measurements. So, you're a fashion designer and an ambassador? Believe me, I wish I could just stick to the clothing, but Dracovia needs someone to do it, and my siblings are either psychopaths or exiles. She runs a tape measure from your ankle to your hip and then jots down figures in a notepad. I take it you and Tristan are close? Always have been, despite our father's extramarital activities. He's never seen me as less than a sister. Now I'm the only one of our siblings who still talks to him, so yeah, we stay in touch. How's he doing, by the way? You've clearly spent more time with him than I have recently. Fine, I guess. It's unbearably flirty, with a hint of underlying pain counts as fine. Which, of course, he hasn't talked to me about. Every year it gets a little more distant, though I suppose it comes with the territory. How much do you know about Tristan's history in Dracovia? Not much. I know he was exiled after someone important went missing. That's more than most people outside Dracovia know. You've done your homework, but it's more complicated. What did Tristan have to do with it? She looks as if she's about to say something, and then shakes her head and stands, wrapping her tape measure around her hand. Anyways, I think I've got what I need. I'll jot down my notes on the design. Notes on the... Wait, exactly how elaborate is this outfit gonna be? Follow come into my workroom and see for yourself. We could talk. I might be able to shed a bit of light on Tristan's past if you were interested. Diamond choice. Spend time with Margaret. I'd like that. How wonderful. We can make a whole thing of it. Come on. Let's order dinner and do this in my office this way. You give an assistant your dinner orders, then follow Margaret into the workroom down the hall. Have you ever been a bespoke outfit before? I'm an ex-cop who works as a private eye. So that's a no. Let's begin with the background. She grabs a sketch pad from her desk, joins you on the couch, folding her legs beneath her. She flips to a new page. So tell me, who is Chloe Rose? Why do I feel like I'm on a job interview? Because I'm a very good sister and incurably nosy to boot. You laugh and feel yourself relax a bit. Oh, well, in that case, I'm just a New York kid with a weird job. I live above a bar, I catch cheating husbands, and find runaway teens. Interesting. Is it? How a person describes themselves often tells you more about them than the actual words. The same goes with fashion. What you wear tells the world who you are. She thoughtfully looks you over from head to toe. Tell me, Chloe, what's your statement? How would you like to be seen by the world? I want to be seen as helpful. I want people to look at me and feel like that I'm on their side. Someone that they can open up to tonight, especially. I see. Fascinating. She begins scribbling on the pad, adjusting the outlines of a sketched outfit. What about Tristan? You know him well. How does he want to be seen by the world? He would say he doesn't give a damn what anyone else thinks. But he does. Not that I blame him. He's been burned so badly, he thinks it's easier to burn everyone else first. How do you mean? Being a member of the royal family means living your life under a microscope. For Tristan, more than anyone, he was both the oldest and our father's favorite. He always had to shoulder a lot of responsibility. It's mostly ceremonial, but as soon as the heir to the throne turns 13, they start getting involved in policy decisions. That's a lot of pressure to put on a child. Yes, especially since they also insist on sharing the blame. Tristan's taken more than his fair share over the years. Is that why he was exiled? They blamed him for the disappearance unfairly? She squirms, searching for the right words. Before I answer that, I have to know, why are you so curious about all that? He's my partner. I've got his bag. It's an unconventional partnership, sure, but I care about him. He tries to hide it, but I see his good heart beneath that snarky devil-may-care image. I'm glad someone else sees it. He needs more people like you. The door opens, and an assistant brings in a tray of 5-star Chinese food, hand-delivered from one of the city's finest restaurants. She sits her sketch pad on the coffee table and begins unpacking her meal. To be honest, I'm not comfortable getting too far into the specifics, but I do think you deserve to know more. Tristan was engaged to a Dracovian countess named Juliana Grogesco, a very popular, beloved even. She and Tristan were in love. It was the happiest I'd ever seen my brother. Let me guess, she's the one who disappeared? She hands you a plate, a troubled expression on her face. She nods solemnly. One night, Juliana and Tristan went out on his yacht. Only Tristan came back. Oh. The press at a field day claimed the reckless Dracovian prince murdered his fiancée and got away with it. Our family exiled him most he must damage control. But what's the real story? Tristan's a lot of things, but a murderer, I don't buy it. I know, and I've spent years trying to find those answers. I don't have much to show for it, but hunches. I'm a detective. I like hunches. What are yours? That he was framed. The public wanted a villain, and Tristan was the easiest option. He was so grief-stricken, he just let it happen. Let them scapegoat him. Where was the rest of your family? A question I may ask myself every day. You don't think they actually believe he did it? Opinions vary loudly. A mother believes Tristan is responsible. One way or another, our father would die before believing it. So the family split on it. What about your other siblings? It was the political interest for Tristan to be removed from the line of succession. What they believed didn't matter. But clearly he didn't pretend to buy it. I couldn't. It's why I begged to come to New York, actually. For Tristan? Yes, to watch out for him. Everything else, the ambassadorship, this fashion house, it's all just a reason to be here. Sounds like your one devoted sister. She sighs wearily, her gaze turning distant. After everything that's been done to him, Tristan deserves at least one person in his corner. The two of you finish your meal as she completes her sketch. She's wrapping up your phone chimes. I'm getting a call from my team. Mind if I step out and answer this? Oh, by all means, I need to hit my sewing machine anyway. Alright, well, thanks, Marjorie, for helping us and for talking to me. Thank you for listening and not believing the worst about Tristan. Not many people can do that. You head back to the lobby, taking a seat by the doors as you answer your ringing phone. Change of plans. Genevieve thought you could use some backup at the governor's mansion. Will be posted nearby. Who's us? Hi! Luke called me to complain about being stuck in the van alone, so I selflessly volunteered to join. Honestly, I appreciate the backup. You better appreciate it. Having to watch those rich asshats play pompous Olympics is, well, it's gonna be torture. Oh, come on. Don't pretend you're not looking forward to helping Chloe. Pull one over on him. I'll be extra pompous just for you, Luke. By the way, any luck finding out more about the username on Bird's thumb drive? Vogus? Or Vosigus? Sort of. It's the name of a Gaulish hunting god. So far, that's all I've got. That's it. It's called the Dark Web for a reason, Rose. I'm not done digging yet. Let me know once you find some buried treasure. See you soon. You hang up with Luke. It's just Tristan returns wearing a fresh suit. You're taking the sight of him in his formal wear as he wrestles with two huge bundles of silk. Wow. You dress up nice. Okay, I'm back. We can get started. He notices you waiting by the door and drops the bundles. She just said that to me to get it out of her hair while she was working, didn't she? Yep. Should have known. Mind like a steel trap, my sister. And speaking of traps, we should discuss your cover this evening. I guess it would be too much to just hope to go as myself. You could. If you like being hounded by paparazzi hoping to catch my new flame, they will assume we're together. If not, we need a cover that's plausible enough for me to show up with you. But that no one in New York will know enough to second guess. So let's say I'm a noble from one of these infinite little obscure European countries, or, you know, like Dracovia. You know, I think you're being insulting, but it's actually a good idea. Let's see. We could say you're from Cordonia. Yes, I haven't. How do you feel about being the second cousin from the Duchess of Lycos, shall we say, of the Ximinia line? Fine, but I picked my first name. Call me Anastasia. I'll go with it. Her Eminence Anastasia Ximinia of Lycos. Not bad. Definitely sort of wine and dine. All you need is an outfit to match. The two of you turn to find Margaret returning with a pair of garment bags. You made 2 outfits? I'm a miracle worker, but not that big of a miracle worker. I've been working on one of these for some time, but never quite happy with it, until you gave me inspiration, Chloe. The other's samples from my last collection that matches your measurements, in case your first isn't to your taste. Basically diamond choice. So the first one for diamonds is Glitz and Glam, which holy pinkness. And the non one is the black one. Can I just say I kind of like the black one more than the giant pink one? I didn't know this was Harry Potter. You step out of the changing room and watch Tristan suck in a small breath. That is an extremely good dress, specifically on you. I gotta say, I wouldn't have picked this myself, but I am killing it. There's a reason Dracovia's known for such high fashion. It's me. I am the reason. Thanks for the help, Max. We should be going. Enjoy tonight, and don't forget, whether you like it or not, your presence represents Dracovia. So I should cause a maximum of 3 scandals, got it? Margaret rolls her eyes, laughing as you and Tristan start towards the door. A few hours later, you and Tristan arrive at a mansion upstate. He lets you out near Luke's surveillance van and drives towards the valet. You knock on the back doors. Ruby, Luke, it's me. Open up. The door slides open. Luke and Ruby peer out of a nest of AV equipment as you climb into the van. Luke glances up from his keyboard and does a double take as he registers your appearance. Holy crap. Chloe, is that really you? You look amazing. This has got to be some kind of body snatcher situation. Go ahead. Enjoy it while it lasts. Listen, I'd be no good as backup if you couldn't hear my sage wisdom, so I've got something for you. Wouldn't it be a party without an earpiece? Isn't it cool? We can record everything you hear, and you can hear us. And Luke showed it to me on the way up. Luke helps fix the nearly undetectable earpiece in your ear. You hear it crackle to life with echoes of Luke and Ruby's voices. That's it? You don't have to duct tape anything to my stomach? Not anymore. These upgrades are courtesy of your new royal partner's excessive wealth. At least he has a few perks. Anything else I should, well, before I get in there? You'll have to leave your taser. Genevosi asked me to remind you that you're here to gather information, so don't make any waves. Maximum of 3, things. I got it. Grumble as you reluctantly remove your thigh holster, then head towards the front to rejoin Tristan. You find Tristan standing at the foot of the red carpet, mobbed by paparazzi, and as you approach, they converge on you. Darling, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Apparently you're not the only one. What? This cloud of gnats? Pay them no mind. Today is all about you. Tristan slides arm around your waist, and the two of you make your way towards the doors, followed by a flurry of shouted questions. Prince Tristan, who's your friend? How do you feel about dating exiled royalty? What's your stance on suppression of the press in Dracovia? No, Her Eminence Zemina didn't come all the way from Lycos just to be swept up in tabloid gossip. Keep it dignified. You smile and wave at the cameras. I'm delighted to be here. As for Dracovian politics, I'm sure Tristan's family would just prefer I keep my opinions to myself. They most certainly would. You hear polite laughter from the crowd as the two of you reach the doors. Tristan mutters in your ear. You're unnatural at this. Get me out of here before I punch someone. Inside, servers circulate with trays of food flecked with gold. In the center of the ballroom stands an elaborate ice sculpture of treasured chest filled with real gold pieces. Why do I feel like we're in, I don't know, rich people adapted to Ferengis, They were all obsessed with gold. Wow, this is a disgusting waste of money. On that we're agreed. Just so you can poop gold. Seriously, think about it. People poop gold because they eat the gold. Look at these people. I bet no one here has ever once bust a table or been told off by a jerk boss. I've never done those things. I rest my case. A soft crackle sounds in your ear, and you hear Luke's voice over the earpiece. Hey Chloe, I'm sending that list of potentials to your phone. They're all stupid rich and well-connected. Maybe finding out how they knew Sanja could help narrow it down. They're poking around for alibis. Tristan grabs 2 flutes of champagne and leads you aside as you pull up the list on your phone. Looks like we've got 5 names here. People who knew Sanja and were at the gala that night. We're in the best place to dig deeper. You'd be surprised how easily people let their guards down at these things. Tristan Thorne, is that you? I didn't see you on the list. A woman around your age approaches, holding a champagne flute in one hand and dragging an older woman behind with the other. Oh, look at this, Ruth. He's with someone we don't know. Introduce us, why don't you? Ladies, this is my date. Her Eminence Anastasia Zeminia of Lycos. Anastasia, this is Ruth Iverson, the woman responsible for the ball. Charmed. And her friend Eleanor St. Clair, who, if I'm not mistaken, is a little bit drunk already. Please don't insult me. I was drunk before I arrived. How else does one tolerate events like this? I like her. Ruth eyes her ensemble with envy. Oh, my God, is that a Margaret original? No, hot off the sewing machine. Oh, I'm so jealous I could die. Now that woman, she understands how to make an impression. Speaking of, where is that darling sister of yours? I'm standing in for her tonight. Long story. Never mind that. I want to get to know our new friend. Tell me, how did you two meet? We met at, brunch. My chef was trying a new quiche recipe, so I invited friends over, and Tristan tagged along. What can I say? I'm a sucker for a good Bloody Mary. Oh, that settles it. I'm stealing this one. I want everyone to see me with her tonight. Remind me and them whose party this is. Oh, it's kind of you to offer, but we have some mingling that... Actually, I think it's a wonderful idea. You lean in close, putting on a show of whispering an intimate goodbye in Tristan's ear. Divide and conquer. You look for Margaret's contact. I'll get started on the suspect list. Tristan reluctantly nods and disappears in a sea of tuxedos and ball gowns as the two women lead you deeper into the party. Oh, so, Anastasia, Tristan said you were from Lycos. What brings you to New York? Oh, just visiting. Oh, yes, the parks are so gorgeous this time of year. I was thinking about taking in the museums. Did you see the new exhibit at the Callaway? A new installation they're calling Active Crime Scene. Eleanor, oh my God, can we not? I know you're old, but at least try to show some decorum. As if anyone here isn't talking about it. There was a murder? That's news to me. Oh, the media's trying to keep it quiet, but everyone knows about it. The victim was a young artist, Sonja Dormer. My money's on Ruth. I've heard she sacrifices young maidens. That's why she's had such a nice skin, bathes in blood and whatnot. My crow's feet are my alibi now. Can we talk about something less grim? Like who will introduce Anastasia to first? Well, anyone but my idiot grandson. Oh, you should meet Bethany. She's lovely. If she means Bethany Delgado. That's one of the names on the suspect list. She was friends with Sonja. Thanks. I'll see what I can get. As you let the women lead you towards an anxious-looking young starlet, Eleanor mutters under her breath to you. The Delgados are owed money. She moved to L.A. to become an actress, then flamed out and fled back here. Complete narcissist. Bethany, hello, how are you? Oh, it's Miss St. Clair and Miss Iverson, hello. To answer your question, I'm, well, a mess. Oh, waiting on a call back, honey. Well, no, well, yes, there's also, you know, what happened to Sonja? We were friends. You must be in a lot of pain. So much. Thank you for understanding that. I just can't believe she's gone. I kept thinking, my God, what if I'm next? What makes you say that? Oh, I don't know. I just mean, we're so alike, and those guys usually have a type, don't they? You hear a chime from Bethany's purse. She fishes her phone out and her expression brightens. She glances at the screen. Excuse me, I have to go bump into someone. So, which of the vultures should we introduce you to next? Next name on the list is Annika Deshpande. She's an executive at a pharmaceutical company. The press photos from her arrival show her in a sleek dress with long brunette hair and an updo. Long brunette hair, updo. So you survey the guest searching for a woman who matches the description. Long brunette hair in an updo means it's up. That's black hair. That's a blonde. And brunette. Anika Deshpande? I was hoping to run into you tonight. And you are? Anastasia Zimini of Lycos. My, you've clearly done your homework, Anastasia. You barely even need us to show you around. I think I saw you out front. You're Tristan Thorne's date, right? That's right. Do you know him? Only by reputation. My company, Medicus, deals with a lot of healthcare contracts in Dracovia. Oh, so... do we want to be abrupt about Sonja? We'll go with Nova Glitteral. I'm sorry, Nova what? It's nothing. I just read an interesting article the other day. I thought maybe since you work in pharmaceuticals... Oh, well, I don't deal much with drugs themselves. I'm simply management. On that note, as much as I'd love to stay and chat, I think I spotted a VP over there. As you move through the party, a jockish Wall Street-type flags root down and starts heading your way. Oh god, here we go. Who's that? Her husband's fund manager. Absolute heel. Acts like he's the wolf on Wall Street or something, but I swear the man bleeds money like a stuck pig. That's my favorite client. Hello, Mr. Masters. Please, call me Cheat. God knows I've lost you and Bryce enough money this quarter, right? But seriously, tell that guy to quit ducking my calls. The market's in the downturn, now's the time to buy. Cheat laughs awkwardly, pats Ruth on the shoulder, and heads on to accost someone else. Watch your step, that one leaves a slime trail. Did you hear he was working with poor Sandra? Hired her to praise some statue. Turns out she was forgery. Lost a fortune, I'm told. I wonder if it has anything to do with the statue you found at Sandra's Boy Toys place. How interesting. Forgive me, I need to use the bathroom. With your head spinning with the new names and information, you excuse yourself to gather your thoughts and find Tristan. You make your way upstairs, but as you enter the bathroom, two voices are whispering inside. You move next to the cracked door. Yes, keep going. Wait, did you hear something? Perhaps someone's coming. Get dressed. You spit on your heel and scurry away before they can catch you. Oh my god, I'd recognize that reassuring baritone voice anywhere. Bethany Delgado was getting hot and heavy with Mayor Brigham. I just see the name Brigham, and I just think of Simpsons. Feeling out of sorts, you wander back downstairs and spot Tristan hovering over a buffet table. You make your way towards him. There you are. You would not believe what I just... Is this her? A moment too late, you realize Tristan is talking to someone. Anastasia, perfect timing. This is my friend, Nick Bastian. Pleasure. Nick Bastian. That makes you... the famous writer. Don't freak away, I hate you so much right now. I suppose I am. At least I'm Nick Bastian, the novelist. I won't speak to my fame. I have a friend who's a huge fan of your books. She'll be very jealous to know we met. Enough about me. How about the murder business, huh? Exciting stuff? That's one word for it. Sorry, a dark sense of humor is an occupational hazard, but it is wild, right? That someone here can be murdered. What? I'm sorry, what? As you open your mouth to respond, a glass begins clinking from somewhere across the room. Why are we talking murder? The whole party turns towards a small stage where a smiling politician lifts a glass to the crowd. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for interrupting your smoozing. Wait, that's Kenneth St. Clair. What's he running for this time? State Senate for the 5th time. As a patron of the arts, I wanted to give a hand to the artist behind tonight's ice sculpture. And speaking of art, my campaign platform is full of initiatives to foster the arts in our city. I swear that guy is a human equivalent of a stock photo. Sorry, Nick, will you please excuse us? I need to talk to Tristan. You pull Tristan into an alcove, trying to sell the picture of a couple sharing an intimate conversation. You speak in hushed tones. Any luck of finding our contact for Margaret? Nothing yet. If you see a red flower hairpin, shout it out. How about you? Any good leads? The statue. Apparently Sanjo lost him a lot of money on a botched appraisal. People have killed for far less. Still, this is all conjecture. We can't make any conclusions until we check out the other suspects. Well, in that case, the most strategic move would be probably for us to dance. After all, it gives us an excuse to get closer to the suspects, that is. You're kidding, right? People have a tenacity to talk openly on the dance floor. They think they can't be overheard. They never know what might slip. Besides, I want to see if you can keep up with me. Dance with Tristan. Diamond choice. Oh, I can more than keep up. In that case, Your Eminence, Anastasia Zemenia, may I have this dance? Tristan holds out his hand. You may. Tristan's hand is warm and surprisingly smooth. He guides you back into the ballroom, and on the dance floor, his grip gentle but firm. I should probably warn you, I don't spend a lot of time on the dance floor. Just follow my lead. Tristan rests a hand on your side. You lean forward into him. Your breath catches in your throat for just 1 second as you feel the heat of his body against yours. Well, are you gonna lead or not? He starts up a simple box step, and the two of you start to gracefully weave your way around pairs of other dancers. So what's the next name on your list of yours? I'll give you a hint. He's a best-selling mystery novelist and pop assassin. Yeah, the whole murder thing that he mentioned, I was kind of confused by that, but, I digress. You nod towards Nick Bastion. He dances with a young woman nearby, telling a joke that earns him an indulgent giggle from his partner. Wait, Nick's on our list? Why? You sound surprised. You don't think he could be a suspect? Well, he certainly knows his way around a convoluted murder scene and plot, but I don't think he's got the stomach for the real thing. Besides, he left the gala early that night to come to my party. And how much of that party do you actually remember? Point taken. Why would his name be among Sanja's contacts? Did they know each other through you or something? Excellent question. Let's dance over and ask him, shall we? Two of you twirl your way over to Nick and his dance partner. Tristan extends a hand towards the woman. My dance partner was hoping to borrow yours for a moment. Care to help me make her jealous? Dancing with the prince, Tristan. Yes, yes, yes. Tristan sweeps the woman away, leaving you with Nick. He shrugs and extends a hand, which you take, falling into step with him. I was so close to sealing the deal, but now she won't be able to shut up about him. He tends to have that effect, doesn't he? Oh, well, my dance partner certainly isn't the conversationalist you are. What did you want to talk about? I wanted to know why you didn't mention that you knew Sanja personally. I wasn't aware I was being interrogated. Did I miss the part where I was under oath? You weren't and aren't, but you have to admit it's suspicious. Suspicious or not, I have an alibi. I was at Tristan's party the night Sanja died. His housekeeper practically had to scrape me off the floor in the morning. Charming, but only accounts for the morning. You don't believe me? Check my security tapes. Tristan owns a place. I'm sure he'd have no trouble getting his hands on him. Tristan returns with a young woman in his arms. She's pressing herself against Tristan's chest and giggling effusively. Miss Seraph, here is a delight, Nick, but I'm gonna need Anastasia back. Nick, you didn't tell me you and Tristan were friends. Must have slipped my mind, sweetheart. You let go of Nick's hand and take Tristan's offered one as the woman reluctantly returns to Nick. Nick leans over to Tristan and whispers, You're going to pay for this one, Thorn. Consider it retaliation for Bora Bora. Really? Really? You fall back in a step with Tristan as Nick spirits his partner to the opposite side of the dance floor. What is up with everyone in Bora Bora? Like, seriously, how are you even friends with that guy? No offense, but he seems like kind of a smug ass. Well, I'm kind of a smug ass. I'll need to see the security tapes from your party, but I think we can cross Nick off the list. At least one more, right? And you'll never guess who it is. And I thought catching him in the middle of a sleazy bathroom hookup was bad. The mayor. You're not gonna believe this. I guess one scandal tonight wasn't enough for Mayor Brigham. What do you mean? Let's just say I caught him and another suspect earlier, getting to know each other forensically. I assume you don't mean his wife. Not unless he's married to Bethany Delgado. Christian covers his mouth, gleefully scandalized. He glances towards where the mayor dances with his wife. Well, from the way his wife's glaring at him, he's probably in political paradise. Let's dance a little closer. Maybe he'll let something important slip. He's dropping for a sly, follow my lead so we don't look suspicious. Tristan twists, stepping backwards to angle you in the direction of the mayor and his wife. Glide forward. He steps back, you move forward. He gracefully follows, Tristan dances you across the ballroom. The two of you slow as you approach the mayor, and Tristan smiles at you appreciatively. I thought you didn't step much on the dance floors like this one. I'm a quick study. Yeah, it's called directions. What was I supposed to do, go backwards? Brains, strength, and grace. I'm lucky to have such a talented partner. This is strictly an annoyingly client and put-up-upon detective relationship. Clearly I'm in dance, partner. You roll your eyes as you catch the sound of low, angry whispers from nearby. That's unbelievable, you know that? Keep your voice down. Why should I? You can't even keep it in your pants because it's the end of the year. If you hadn't been practically good to your arm the whole night, I bet you'd have snuck off with her at the Callaway too. Trust me, there was no risk of that. If his wife was playing chaperone on him that entire night, then there's no way he snuck off to kill Sanja. I'll have Luke go through the museum tapes to be sure, but I don't think he's our guy. Anything else you'd like to do to risk your re-election, John? Maybe we could run someone over on the way home. Tristan stare one another wide-eyed as you twirl away. No, listen, I would burst out laughing at that. I'd be like, so a love match between those two, you think? They do say politics makes strange bedfellows. Still, why do you think he would have been in Sanja's contacts? Are you sure it wasn't just an office number? She did a painting for City Hall a while back. And I might explain it, but the band is clearly no stranger to keeping secrets. You feel the heat of someone's gaze on you. You glance over and notice the mayor's wife eyeing you warily. Tristan, we need a distraction. Quick. Dip me. Twirl me. Very well. Careful you don't roll an ankle. Give me some credit. Tristan snaps you out to arm's length with a flare. Alright, show off now. Reel me back in. Certainly. Twirls you back towards him, and then spin, using your momentum to literally sweep you off your feet momentarily. Okay, now I'm dizzy. Don't worry, I won't let you fall. Is she still looking at us? I'm afraid I don't care. You're ridiculous. As you make your way back to the center of the dance floor, you catch Tristan smiling at you. What? Nothing, I was just thinking. You seem like you're enjoying yourself. Oh, well. I'm just here to do a job. I'm here to find Sanja's killer. These are not my kind of people. You hide your contempt so well. So do you. Ah, but I have many more years of practice. The two of you share a laugh, your eyes locked. You clear your throat, forcing yourself past the charge moment. Anyway, that's everyone. Any theories jumping to mind yet? Plenty. We certainly have enough to start asking some follow-up questions after tonight. Then, what shall we do with the remaining evening? We could get wasted on fancy champagne. Something tells me your boss wouldn't approve. Yeah, you're probably right. She asked me to keep it quiet at night, and I'm a noisy drinker. I suppose I must wait until our next ball to see the facet of Chloe. Play your cards right, and who knows, maybe you'll get lucky. But Tristan's laugh rings across the dance floor. You know, tonight was different than I expected. Different good or different bad? The truth is, balls aren't my thing, but my date's not so bad. He's arrogant and capable of taking things seriously, but there's a heart under all that snark. Oh, is there now? He also lets even the smallest of compliments go to his head. His fingers lace with yours as you dance, chest to chest. It's funny, as strange as it sounds, given the circumstances, I felt more like myself these past few days than I have in years. Maybe I'm a good influence. I guess we'll have to stick together a little bit longer and see. You and Tristan share a smile, holding each other's gaze, and then your earpiece crackles. Oh my god, do you think they're about to kiss? Oh my god, Ruby. How the hell should I know? Oh no, I hit the button. Pretend you didn't hear that. Ignore me. Your piece cuts out again. You pull away from Tristan, snickering to yourself. He cocks his head, amused and curious. Suddenly, Tristan's shoulder is jolted by a passing figure in the ground. He stumbles to the floor. Oh, excuse him, what? As you help him to his feet, he reaches into his pocket with a frown and pulls out a crumpled scrap of paper. I have info. You snatch it from him and turn it over, reading the words scrawled on the other side. It's about Sandra, Rockefeller Room, midnight. The person who bumped against you just now. Which way did they go? This way. Follow me. Christian sprints across the ballroom floor. You're about to take off after him when you feel the point of a dagger pressed against the small of your back. Oh no. Oh no. So, Anastasia of Lycos, eh? Glance over your shoulder. Spot a steely-eyed noble with a red flower hairpin, standing entirely too close for comfort. Yes, that's me. What a pleasure to run into you here, cousin. Hi, Olivia. How are you? It's been a minute, since we've seen hardly any of you in the book that you were actually in. It's nice running into you. Without further ado, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Add the description below links to social media, Discord, and if you'd like to support me and the channel, as well as a part of this community. Consider, hitting that join button, even. It's a great way of joining one of 3 tiers. It's a great way of saying, you know what, I want to give back to the community, make sure that, hey, the diamonds keep coming, the VIP keeps coming, the content keeps being pushed out, and Locum has the ability to eat and have electricity. But if you're not able to do so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Once again, thanks for watching. Catch y'all later. Peace out.